If you cannot come together during the coronavirus outbreak with your family is screwed, and it's important that you recognize that and move on. And I'm not saying this to damn anybody, but actually a lot of families have issues with various members that you don't communicate. Maybe you clash all the time. You know, it doesn't matter. I'm not laying the blame at anyone, but I'm just saying, if you cannot come together as a family during this pandemic, you will never get together. And understand, people generally do not change unless a life-defining incident comes in to make them change the way they think. So if you think this pandemic is not changing that person's viewpoint, that person's beliefs, that person's sense of wanting to connect with the family, chances are they will never engage. So you are better off protecting yourself. Somebody that chooses to be not in your life, where people are connecting to people in caves, in rainforests, in deserts, okay? In the most outback villages ever, they're finding ways to connect with the technology. So somebody that decides not to communicate with you, this is the biggest sign ever. It's important for you to get over it, accept it, and move on. Surround yourself with people that love you, genuinely. Not people that always want to be right, because these are very, very dangerous people. If you get to a certain age in this world, thinking with that very damaging philosophy, that sense of entitlement, that sense of you're always the victim, that sense that somebody's always preying on you, that sense of, do you know what, I'm in the pursuit of everlasting justice for things that have directly affected me or things that have not even affected me, but I just got some passion about it. These people typically, right, will never ever yield. They're not off that mold, they're not off that cloth, okay? Even with a life-defining event such as this pandemic that we're going through, they still cannot find the heart. Yeah? They can't find the heart to reconcile. They're irreconcilable. In fact, this should be called the irreconcilables. Accept it, move on. Surround yourself with people that share your same values and principles, and you'll be okay. Protect your heart, protect your loved ones from people that bring toxic energy around you. You cannot be around people that literally believe that they are perfect, that they know everything about everything. You know, they're the victim of every heinous event that's ever happened to them. At no point have they demonstrated any accountability for anything that they've ever done. If these are the people that are surrounding you, that you are feeling for, that you want to engage with right now, cut them off. Grow up, right? And think about yourself. Self-preservation is key, because that is exactly what that individual is doing. This is about you being principled. You cannot get along with everybody until that person finds it within themselves, has that Scrooge moment, when either they're visited by the three ghosts, yeah, ghosts of present, past, and future. They will never, ever, ever change, okay? So what are you gonna be doing? Waiting? And the funny thing is, if you sit around waiting for people to change their views about you, you'll be waiting a very, very long time. In fact, they will look at you when they decide to change and say, what have you been waiting for? Why haven't you been living your life? Move on. If it's a broken relationship, it's broken. Move on. This is an opportunity whereby you can truly see somebody's characteristics. It's about protecting that which is the most valuable thing about yourself, which is you, your inner you. Protect that inner child in you. You know what's right for you. You do know. You do know. And I'll say it again, you do know. So if ever you were needing some sort of stimulus, some sort of compelling reason to find the courage, the testicular fortitude to stand up for what you believe in, now's the time. Now's the time, say no. And if you are that negative person, you won't even understand this message anyway, because it won't be about you, because you're always right. It won't be about you. Getting to this age, surround yourself with people like that, it's a waste of time. Look after yourself, look after each other. Be out.
You are so much more. MicDropClub.com. Make life boom.